Today, we're talking one of my favorite prospects in the 2023 draft class, Texas running back Roschon Johnson. We're going to dive into his background and college career, discuss the positives and negatives in his prospect profile, and we're going to take a look at his dynasty outlook and if and where you should target him in your rookie drafts. Roschon Johnson is a running back out of Texas. He's a senior, he's 22 years old, and he's listed at 6 feet, 225 pounds. Roschon Johnson spent his high school days playing quarterback at Port Neches Groves High School in Texas. During his senior season, he threw for 2,300 yards and 24 touchdowns while gaining over 1,600 yards and another 26 touchdowns as a rusher. He was MVP of the district in 2016, 2017, and 2018 and received all-state honors from the Associated Press as a senior. Johnson's 7,710 career passing yards are the most in school history, and he's second all-time in rushing with nearly 5,000 yards. Johnson made the switch to running back when he arrived at Texas as a four-star recruit. He played in 13 games as a freshman, toting the rock 123 times for 650 yards and 7 touchdowns while sharing the backfield with Keontae Ingram. And he added 23 receptions for 158 yards. Superstar running back Bijan Robinson arrived on campus in 2020, and the three teamed up for a full-blown committee backfield while no one had more than 86 carries on the season. Roschon Johnson took his 80 attempts for 418 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then in 2021, Keontae Ingram left for USC, while Robinson took a firm grip of the RB1 job. And then operating as the number 2, Roschon Johnson amassed 569 yards and 5 touchdowns on 95 carries. His numbers were nearly identical in 2022 as a senior, while adding 14 receptions for 128 yards and a score through the air. But let's talk about the positives, the things that we like in Roschon Johnson's profile. The first is his size. At 6 feet, 225, Johnson is a beast. He is built to be a bell cow back in the NFL. He runs with great power, which is no surprise considering that size. He's got good patience and vision, and he's got excellent instincts as a runner. He had 23 receptions in his freshman season, so we know he has some receiving chops. And he adds some value on special teams as well, which just makes him that much more appealing to NFL teams. On the negative side, Roschon Johnson lacks a little bit of lateral agility. His elusiveness is lacking a bit too. He's also more of a finesse runner than you would expect for a guy of his size. And then he never led the backfield during 4 seasons of his college career. But we have to put a massive asterisk next to this one, considering he was behind one of the most talented college running backs that we've seen in the last 10 years. For archetype, I went with grinder, but Roschon Johnson could develop into an all-purpose back in the NFL. My NFL comp for him is Latavius Murray, in a good way, Latavius Murray. And I expect him to come off the board sometime on day 2. There's rumblings already that he could be a second-round pick, and I expect that to be even stronger after the NFL Combine. The bottom line is, Roschon Johnson spent most of his career in the shadow of Bijan Robinson, but that doesn't mean he's not a legitimate NFL prospect on his own. Johnson has excellent size with the patience to set up his blocks and the vision and instincts to take advantage of the open lanes. He has the power to move the pile, though he does run with a little bit more finesse than you'd expect from a 6 feet, 225 pound back. He also isn't the tackle breaking machine that you would expect based on his size. His lateral agility leaves much to be desired. He's more of a straight line runner. With that said, Roschon Johnson has the skill to be a significant contributor as part of a committee in the NFL, with the upside to develop as a team's number 1. He even showed enough to think he may be able to add value on passing downs as well. Roschon Johnson will likely hear his name sometime on day 2 on draft weekend, and between now and then, his ADP in Dynasty rookie drafts is going to continue to climb.